Hi everyone, I'm Allard and I'm running a game called Wizards and Bribes and we are streaming this game. It is a role-playing game. I've been role-playing for about 20 years now, so I figured it was about time to at least try doing something online and seeing if people would enjoy it. So I'm playing this game with the Sage, who is a very well-known Blood Bowl 2 coach. Blood Bowl 2 is a computer game which is basically all about strategy. And the role-playing game we are playing is actually situated in this crazy world, which is kind of like the world of Warhammer Fantasy role-playing, which has gone crazy about sport. So I'm playing this game together with two close friends of mine, the Sage, who is a well-known person on Twitch already, and Nafmi, who is a close friend of the both of us. So we have finished the first arc already. The first arc we played with the three of us, and now we are running the second arc, which is all about recruiting players for their Blood Bowl team. In this arc, we have a guest star, which is Knorr, who is also a very famous Blood Bowl 2 coach. If you're interested in watching the game, you can follow the links underneath this video. The reason I'm mostly making this video is all about viewer interaction. One of the things I said I really wanted to do when we started this was make it so that the people watching the game also had a way of influencing how the story went. And one of the ways that we did this in was with introducing votes. The viewers got to vote on things like who do they meet, what are the other teams in the world. And I noticed that I don't really have that much time in the sessions themselves to really talk about that in length. So I decided that it would be a good idea for me to create a video in which I could calmly take my time to talk about the players, the characters, and the teams that have been introduced through player voting. Let's first talk about the teams. There's YOLO Tribe Summer Picnic, which is a halfling team, Haunted Forest, which is an elf team with undead in it as well, 30-day free trial, which is an Amazon team, Personal Space Invaders, which are Nurgle, and House of Pleasure, which is a Slaanesh team. Now, three of these teams have already appeared. YOLO Tribe Summer Picnic has already played a very important part in the story. They are cannibal halflings, which is a really strange concept, and it's brought some very interesting and fun things to this story. Haunted Forest and 30-day free trial have also made an appearance. They still need to be fleshed out a little bit in the story, I feel like, but I think they've at least brought some interesting characters already. So, there are four players. First of all, there's Platt Carpens, who is a special case. Platt was voted on in the first session of the game, where I gave the viewers an option between four players, and they chose for Platt, who is a very unstable man. So, the other three Blood Bowl players that have been chosen by the viewers have been chosen in a bit of a roundabout way. When I asked people, viewers, to vote on which teams they wanted to add, there were a lot of fun suggestions, and I decided that even though I couldn't add all the teams that were being suggested, I could use some of the suggestions that didn't make it quite true but were still fun ideas and use a player from that team. So basically their team used to exist but doesn't anymore. The three players that came from this idea are Farbranch, the treeman, Teramisu, the orc, and Fred Failfoot, the halfling. Now, the three of them haven't made a big appearance yet. They're somewhere in the background and haven't really spoken. But they're all fun characters with interesting backstories, and I think it adds to the world building of the game to have them in there. And possibly they'll play a bigger part later on. What's probably the most fun about doing this online and having people watch what we do is that we get a lot of people reacting on the game that's being played, and a lot of them have ideas which we can use in the story, and I really like implementing those ideas. So if you have ideas for the story, please reach out to us and share them with us. I'd really love to hear them, and I really think that they would add something to the tale. Also, if you'd like to talk about role playing in general, I also would enjoy to do that. I've been doing it for 20 years now, and I really enjoy the game. Personally, I think it's the best game people have ever come up with. I made a lot of worlds in my time as a GM. I've GM'd more than I have played as a character. So I have a lot of experience with creating worlds because most of the games I've run, I've actually created the worlds myself. I think I've easily created 15 settings, which a few of them at least have seen years and years of play. So I think I know a little bit about making a world, and I also know a little bit about the challenges which come along with being a DM. Now, I don't think that I'm the perfect dungeon master or game master or anything like that, but I've played enough games that I think I could give you a bit of advice on how you might want to approach things in a game. Like I said, there's no one perfect way to do it, and I think that's maybe even a bit of the beauty of role playing. It's always good to hear how someone else thinks about it. So, if you're interested in something like that, please give me a heads up, and well, I might make a video about it. Anyway, thanks for listening, and maybe I'll talk to you later.